What's harder, getting the kids to school on time or making sure they eat breakfast before they go? Now, today, I'm going to be sharing with you a grab-and-go easy breakfast solution that will help you get to work on time with breakfast in the bag, as well as feed the kids before they head off to school. Now, first things first, my name is Angel, and I've been a registered dietitian since 2012, and all of the information on this video is for general information purposes only, and it's not meant to replace the advice of your own healthcare provider. Yes. Okay, so what we're making today is overnight oats, but we're gonna make 3 different varieties. We're gonna make a carrot cake overnight oats recipe that adults and older kids might enjoy. And at the very end, I'm gonna show you how to modify the overnight oats recipe so that it's appropriate for your baby that's just starting solids anywhere from 6 to 12 months old. All right, so.
And the older kids have chocolate in it.
Oh, don't give away the secret.
Okay.
One thing at a time. Okay, so as I'm getting these jars ready, I just want to tell you a quick little story. When I was growing up, about these kids' age, my mom was really busy. She was taking care of 3 kids, a lot of the times by herself, because my dad had to do a lot of travel. And I remember mornings were pretty chaotic. She was trying to get 3 kids to 2 schools, because my older brother and sister are older than me. So she had to get them to high school, drive me to elementary school, and get all 3 of us to eat breakfast. So I can tell you from experience that I lived how hard it is as a child, and now I'm living it as a parent. But I'm fortunate enough that, my kids go to the same school, so it's just one drop off. And we have a lot of support from our extended family too. Now, if you could use a little bit of a relaxing break, though, I want you to be able to open the fridge in the morning and just grab a breakfast for everyone to enjoy. I don't want you to feel like, man, my fridge is stocked full of food, and yet I still don't know what to give them to eat. So, without further ado, let's start with the adult recipe, and we're gonna make a carrot cake overnight oats. So, how about we make 2 of these, so then you each get a chance to fill it. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay. So we're gonna start, overnight oats are super easy. You don't need the stove, you don't need, so it's a perfect kind of recipe, again, to involve your kids with cooking. But the oatmeal I'm choosing to use is quick oats. So these are quick oats because they're quite fine. You can see there is a difference in texture. If I put more in my hand, you can see that it's quite fine. Maybe Christian, do you mind holding that in your hand? Okay, so you show the camera that that's a bit more fine. And Mumoy, this one is a larger flake rolled oat.
Can I put this in my jar?
Not yet, not yet. Just show the camera the difference. So depending on whether you want a chewier texture, you could go with the larger flake oats, or if you want something a bit less chewy and a bit softer, you can go with the rolled quick oats. So it's totally up to you, okay? So in this case, let's just do, let me get the measuring cups. Sorry, mice. Let's just do the rolled oats. Sorry, the quick oats, because I think you guys, but we won't throw this back in the bag. We can just add to this. Okay, so you can now add that into your jar.
But I don't want to make this one again.
Huh?
I don't want to make this one again.
You don't want to make this one again? Here, that can be my jar, okay? You start fresh. Okay, so we're gonna put half a cup.
I want to do this one instead.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna do that one too.
Okay. So here, Mummy, we're gonna do half a cup. Whoa!
Messy.
Do you see the joy of cooking with children? And just have a high tolerance. Remember, this is supposed to be a joyful experience. Now we learn from experience.
Wait, I don't.
No. I think it's essential. Use our hands as a filter. Yeah. So this is lived experience stuff. Okay. So we're making one, and let's just assume one is for mommy and one is for daddy for breakfast tomorrow morning, okay? So we've got half a cup of the rolled oats, and now we're gonna add a bit of cinnamon. Okay, now cinnamon, you can measure. Like, I was kind of debating in my mind. You can measure half a teaspoon, but honestly, everyone in my family really likes cinnamon, so I'm just gonna let them freely add some cinnamon into the jar. So if you're someone who likes to measure half a teaspoon of each of the cinnamon in each would be nice. And then to get that nice kind of carrot cake flavor, we're gonna add just a pinch of nutmeg as well. So I've got ground nutmeg here. And again, if you're measuring, it's 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I'm just gonna do half of this quarter teaspoon, and I'll do the measuring for this one. Okay, this is nutmeg. This is nutmeg. Okay, enough cinnamon? Are we happy with the cinnamon?
Yeah.
What does it smell like?
Now, it wouldn't be a carrot cake overnight oats without carrot. Yeah. So this is grated carrot, and what I did was I didn't even peel my carrots. I just washed them really, really well, and then I put it through my Ninja food processor. And I did like 5 or 6 at a time, so I had a bunch of grated carrot in the fridge, and I've been throwing it into all sorts of things like the lasagna we made recently, pasta. And now we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons. And actually, I'll just give you guys a spoon. So you can add 2 tablespoons into your jar of this grated carrot.
What is 2?
You get to do it too. This is a tablespoon, and you're gonna add 2. So you're gonna count 1 and 2. And so if you do like grated vegetables and you leave it in a container, you can definitely use it in all sorts of things. Like if you're making a soup or a stew or even fried rice, the fact that you have pre-washed, processed by means of like cutting or grating, it just makes your life a lot easier when you have to make a quick dinner later. Okay, oh, Christian, don't shake it yet. Don't shake it yet. They're really excited. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit of sweetness. Okay, so keep the spoon that you were using. Okay, be gentle, be gentle. And then we're gonna add a tablespoon of agave. Okay, hold the spoon over the jar. Hold the spoon over the jar in case we make a spill. Go, you do the same thing. Yeah, and then just leave the spoon inside the jar. Leave the spoon inside the jar.
After?
Yep, leave it in the jar now. Yep, so it's not sticky everywhere. And then we're gonna add a tablespoon of raisins.
Sticking.
Okay.
It's sticking.
Oh, it will stick moving. And then later we're gonna add a liquid, and then you can use that spoon to stir it together, okay? Yeah, 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. You can use whatever kind of raisins you have.
Smells good.
I happen to have these ones. You want to eat it? Maybe we can eat it tomorrow together.
No, I want to eat a raisin.
Oh, you want to eat a raisin? Sure.
That one?
Sure. Okay, gotta feed your workers. All right, now the last bit.
Oh wait, I can't.
What?
Retainer.
Oh, you have your retainer in. Yeah, just put it in the jar. Put it in the jar. Yeah, put it in the jar.
I can,
Okay, so this is an optional ingredient,
but I can eat it.
but you can eat it.
Girl.
The optional ingredient is 1 tablespoon of unsweetened fine coconut, which we happen to have some because I bought a new bag to make breakfast balls.
Did we use this in the last recipe?
Yeah, we did in our breakfast ball, energy ball recipe. Yeah, if you're interested, go check out that video later. Okay, we're gonna add a tablespoon of that over here too. And it just adds this really nice fragrance. Okay, Mama. Excuse more? You wanna eat oh shoot. Okay. You wanna eat a little more. Okay. Okay, so now you have all your dry ingredients, and from here on out, you're just gonna add your milk of choice. Not yet, we'll just wait for the fluid. Okay.
Yum.
Okay.
Yum.
Oh, you got that soy milk. I love that soy. Can we have it for breakfast tomorrow?
Okay, So it doesn't take much for my kiddos to be really excited. He's just excited. I got the sweetened soy milk because for the longest time I've been serving them unsweetened soy milk. And so I guess there's a preference here. But I wanted to share with you that when it comes to soy milk, depending on the brand that you buy, you can certainly buy the kind that says unsweetened, which means there's no added sugar and it's just the soy milk. And just be careful, like we also very much enjoy this soy milk, but in terms of this soy milk, hold on a second. In terms of this soy milk, even though it doesn't say sweetened, notice that in the nutrition facts or in the ingredient label that it actually shows, let me show you here, that there's cane sugar.
What?
And so you might have to read the label to know whether or not, because sometimes it's not going to just overtly say.
Mommy, why can I?
Okay. Oh yeah, because I didn't do this. Okay, so now, truth be told, I want to be honest with you. When I make overnight oats, I don't actually measure the liquid, but I know some people do like to measure. So if you are measuring, the amount of liquid I would put in here is roughly 3/4 of a cup. And I know this is a dry measure, but it's what I have handy. So let's just see how much 3/4 of a cup, where that will take us. Do you want to do it?
Why are we doing unsweetened?
Because this one is ours, Coco. Okay. So now you can stir, and as you stir, can I lift it up just a little bit to show people what it looks like? Yeah. So essentially, if I were to free pour this, I would probably add just about the same amount. I would just cover all the ingredients so that there's enough liquid to cover everything, and that's it. I mean, if I open it up in the morning and it happens to be a little too dry or a little bit too gloppy, I'll just add a splash of milk then. But if it's like if you're somebody who likes it thicker or thinner, then there's no reason why you can't adjust the fluid of choice. Okay, so Christian, you can do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're after the banana.
You can do it now. Okay, so you're just gonna stir that up, Christian. All right. So actually, I can leave this up for a second. Okay. So there it is, carrot cake, overnight oatmeal. And if you were, let's say, just making it for adults, let's say you work a full-time work week, and however long your commute is, whether you drive or walk or take the bus, like most people have rush mornings. And so I would suggest, if you're gonna make something like this anyways, take care of yourself, make sure you're fed breakfast as well so that you don't have to go to the drive-thru or skip or delay and be super hungry. You can just make 5 all at once so that it's in the fridge waiting for you, and it's one for every work day. And I hope that works out for our working parents out there. I can certainly recall my mom delaying meals and whatnot because she was so busy taking care of us that she didn't take the best care of herself. So to all the moms out there who do that, sending you lots of love, and I hope that this is one thing that helps you eat a little bit better and take care of you. All right, so this is the adult version. So thank you so much for helping me make that. We're just gonna leave that on the side. Okay. And then we're gonna make a fun sort of older kid version. And when I say older kid, it doesn't mean that they can't eat this overnight carrot cake one. It's just that my kiddos like peanut butter and they like chocolate. This is not something that they can bring to school, but it's certainly something they can enjoy at home. And so this next one we're about to make, sorry, just give me a second. Mama can't bear with the mess. Give me 1 second. Okay. Grandpa and Grandma always said, clean as you cook. Okay, that was Gong Gong and Papa. Okay, let's do it. Okay.
Yummy.
Okay, let's just use this up. So next, we're gonna make a fun chocolate peanut butter overnight oats that hopefully your kiddos will enjoy as much as mine will. So we're gonna go back to the rolled oats because they have a clear favorite of this. And same thing, we're gonna put half a cup of the rolled oats.
Now I want to.
Okay, now let me use my hands as a funnel for you. You hold it. Okay. We learn from our experience. Oh, much better this time. Yay. Okay, now go. Yeah, see, we have a bit of a mess, but not huge. Yeah. Okay, very good. Let's level that off a little bit. There we go. Okay, and hold on. Can you hold? Hold on. Okay. Okay.
It's okay,
So-
I can do it.
Okay.
Wait.
So we clean our counters a lot, and kids must get germs somehow, somewhere, right? So we're gonna just put that back into the jar. Okay, and obviously some is dribbling onto the floor right now, but I'm gonna try and not be distracted by that.
Mom,
Okay, so now we're gonna add peanut butter, and this is natural peanut butter that doesn't have any added salt or sugar, and we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons into each jar. Okay, so Mommy, you put 2. Yeah. Okay. 1. Now, if your kiddos don't like peanut butter as much as mine do, you can absolutely use any nut butter or any seed butter at all. And you know what? If there's a nut allergy going on at home, you can just switch to a seed butter, like a pumpkin seed butter. It's really just to get some additional protein in there. For kiddos, yeah. For kiddos their age, like, you know, you can choose to do a lower fat milk if you want. If they were younger, sort of under 5, I would probably just give them whole milk varieties for the extra nutrition density. But yeah, my Mui Mui is now 6. Okay, Christian, I'm gonna do it for you because you seem a little busy with your dance routine.
what?
I don't know. No? Okay, my mistake. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of peanut butter in there.
Why don't I get a
I can give you a spoon, Mike. Okay, I want to save that one. I don't mind. Let's just do that. And then we're gonna add a little bit more in terms of nutrient density. We're gonna add a bit of a nutty flavor with ground flaxseed, and we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of this.
mix that all?
Are we supposed to mix it?
Not yet. You can wait for the fluid just like last time. So 2 teaspoons of the ground flaxseed. Okay. And
Mommy, I
yeah.
saw the
Oh yeah, you saw the
eating thing.
yeah, we're not eating that that freshness pack, right? Yeah. Yeah, don't eat that. Don't let your kids eat that either. Can we put that down, Lee? Yeah, okay. Thank you. And then we're also gonna add 2 teaspoons of the chia seed. You wanna do it, Lee? Yeah. So this is another like careful of the spill zone kind of situation. Okay, 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons.
A teaspoon is smaller than a tablespoon.
That's right. Do you know how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
4.
3, but very close. Very close. Okay, so now we're gonna add the fluid. So the fluid is gonna add the chocolate flavor because, drum roll, so this one is like 200 milliliters, which is might not cover both, but I have a second one in there. So let's just see. You can actually do probably just half a cup, but oh man. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, let's just see. Technically, it's anywhere from half a cup to 3/4. But if we do 3/4, we might as well do the whole bottle. So, Moy, you want to pour that in?
Can I drink some?
And you drink some. How about this? We pour 3/4 of a cup in, and then you drink the rest. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, but Moy, remember to stir.
Can I drink this?
Yeah. So, you know, when kiddos are this age, you can mindfully think about like where you're comfortable, allowing your kids to have some added sugar, and where you're not so comfortable. And there's no right or wrong, no judgment. Whatever you decide, it's your choice. And for us in our household, and this is how we kind of fit it in and make it fun for them. Okay, Christian, you can drink that after. After. You do the work first, and then you enjoy. There we go. Yeah. Do you need my help? Okay, good job. Okay, then you stir. Very good.
Or drop some on my
Chocolate.
finger.
Is it a delicious mess?
Yeah.
Delicious mess. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the spoon away from this, and
Mom, the stuff on the spoon is stuck.
oh, okay, yeah. Let's do this. So this is the older kid version, and you know, like depending on your kids' appetite, like maybe they can, maybe they can't finish such a large portion. But in any case, it's in a jar, so you could just seal it back up and let them enjoy it when they come back home from school as an afternoon snack. And then it's, once again, one less thing you have to worry about. Okay, so that is our second one. Done. And okay, so then I promise that we're gonna modify this if you have a child between the ages of 6 to 12 months. Overnight oats can actually be given to children that young as well, but there's a couple key things you wanna be extra careful of. Okay, so let's make our final baby one, okay? Before we completely lose our attention spans. But let's just wipe. Wipe. This is the baby one, okay?
Can we try this one? I want to try it.
Yeah, Moonway wants to try it, but that lends me to a good question is, how long do we have to wait?
Overnight.
You do have to wait overnight is the best, but if they're really impatient, you could do maybe 3 to 4 hours to allow the oats to really soften up. Okay, so for the final one, babies, for babies that are 6 to 12 months old, in terms of the type of oatmeal, I would definitely recommend using the quick oats or the instant oatmeal. Quick oats or instant oatmeal, because steel cut and large flake, the texture's just too much for their gums to handle. You could, if this is all you have is the large flake oats, you could pulse it in a food processor and make it smaller so it resembles more like the quick oats, and that's your modification. But besides that, it's not too much different. So I'm just gonna put, again, about half a cup. Thank you, Mike. Into each jar. And so mind you, your baby gets to choose how much they're gonna eat and whether or not they eat. And so, oh, Christian, can I? Sorry, I'm just reaching too much. And so even though we're making it in the same exact jar size, when you serve it to your baby, I highly recommend that you just use a clean spoon and portion it into their little baby dish so we don't contaminate the whole jar. So you can just give more if baby's feeling like having more, but then leave the rest in the fridge, and then it can last and you can serve that for the rest of the day or for a few days. Okay, so now that we have our rolled oats in, we're just gonna add some applesauce. Oh, sorry, Mike, you gotta stand still.
Applesauce in the baby jar.
Okay, so you do have two options, and I'll show you both options.
Can I use the first option?
Sure. Surely you can use make your own applesauce by poaching apples. Peeling,
Or you can just
poaching.
get it from IKEA down to IKEA.
Or you could just get it from IKEA. Yeah, he remembers we got this as a part of their kids' meal at IKEA. Or you could just buy it at the store like regular people. This is just unsweetened applesauce. It's amazing what they remember and what they don't remember, right? It's like I can't remember where I put my recorder, but I do remember where that's very specific applesauce. I don't get it. But anyways, okay, option number 1. Okay, you can try that. Is you just add about half a cup of unsweetened applesauce into that. And when Christian asked to have option 1, so he's gonna get this option.
He said option 2.
What's the option 1?
Yeah.
And
What?
so Mumui and I get to work on option 2, okay? So if, let's say you prefer to do like a higher texture one because your baby is able to do it. Christian, sorry, hold on, step off a second. I'm just going to grab, Christian, can you step off for a second? Give me a second. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. You can, I've already washed this apple. I'm just gonna peel it because once your baby is developmentally ready, I wouldn't serve raw fruits or veggies to a baby that's too young. I would wait until they're maybe, oh, thanks, but I don't want that right now. I would wait until they're maybe closer to 9 months before I trial giving them grated raw, hard fruits and vegetables, such as this apple that we're doing. But I just want to give you an option, like if your child is closer to being able to do this, you can actually just peel an apple, use a hand grater or a box grater. No, Gaga. Whatever you have. No, because I haven't taught you guys how to use this tool yet, and I don't want you to do it for the first time and maybe hurt yourself.
Just go like this and then
Yeah, but when I teach you, I'm going to spend time to teach you, and then you get to do it. So you can actually grate a peeled apple just by pressing down on this flat grater, and then it comes out on the other side. Now this flat grater is pretty much giving mush, but there's still strands and more texture. It might seem like pretty much mush to an adult eye, but if you were to put this on the baby's tray, a 9-month-old who's developmentally already developing the pincer grasp, where they bring the index finger and the thumb together, they can already pick that up and put it in their mouth. So that's why like 9 months and above for something grated like this would be more appropriate.
I'm gonna put that in mine.
Yeah, you can put that in yours. And Christian, you can actually put all of that into there. And so we're just gonna grate a little bit more. So like this was about a tennis ball size kind of apple, and let's just see how much we get. Okay. Now that you've seen mommy do it, I can take turns, but I have to hold your hand. So you're gonna hold it like this. Keep all your fingers, all your toes away from the grater. Are we double checking? Yep. Okay, pick that up and throw it in the sink, please. See? And then we make grated apple at the back. Okay. Just in the sink first. And then Coco, do you want to try it now?
Yes.
Okay. So Momo, it's Coco's turn.
And then can I do it?
We might be able to do it again later. So Christian, hold with your right hand.
Can I put this in yet?
No, don't. When someone's doing something on the cutting board, we don't reach. Even it's just bad habit. Okay, watch your fingers. See, that's the feeling, and then it makes a grated apple on the other side. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay, so we're gonna just put this into this one. So this one will have a little bit more texture. Yeah, of course, Mike. Wash your hands. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse my hands a little bit too. All right, now we don't want it to be completely bland, and babies can actually enjoy different spices. Just not spicy spice, but they like cinnamon too. So give them an opportunity to try things, okay? So, Mama, you're gonna use this and sprinkle in some cinnamon for our hypothetical baby. So you can do that. Yeah, and then you can give it to Gogo to try. Now, also like, you don't want to put raisins for babies because that is a whole dried fruit and that's a choking hazard. So you definitely can't do that. But you can absolutely, if you wanted to, add a bit more fiber into baby's diet. You could actually add small amounts of chia seed and ground flax as well. So instead, Christian, oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, there is a little spoon in there. I was like, what are you reaching for with your hands? You can add a little bit in.
I did it just one time.
Yeah, now Christian and Mumui, be careful. So chia seeds are the exception, I want to say, to being able to offer the whole seed to a baby because this is super small and it's actually going to
How many?
swell. 1 or 2. It's going to swell overnight and really become more like a pudding. But you cannot give other seeds like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds in their whole format to baby. It's a choking hazard, just like you can't give whole nuts, okay? But you certainly can do ground flax and this chia seed here. I'm just adding a little bit. Okay. Okay, so now this is it. You don't want to give milk choices that do have added sugar to your baby that's 6 to 12 months old. So we are going to offer our unsweetened soy milk. Now, plant milks in the form of just drinking it is not recommended for children under 2 years old as a drink of choice. This is more so just going into a recipe, and that's why it's okay. But if I was...
You can also drink it yourself.
Yeah, you can drink it yourself, and you can also, I would recommend, I just don't have it at home today to show you, but for babies under 1 year old, for recipes, you can absolutely, I think my first choice would be a full fat cow's milk dairy, unless there is a reason to not provide that. So here, we're gonna add about half a cup. Half a cup or so. Okay.
Can I mix it now?
Yeah, you can
Why
mix
does
it
mine
up.
look so less?
Yeah, I can actually add a little bit more. We can do 3/4 of a cup. And if it's...
Mine good.
Yours is
Mine
good?
good.
You haven't stirred it yet. I think let's just add a little bit more. Okay, so that's it. This is our overnight oatmeal workshop. We really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you can watch another video or share this with a mom that you love and
Or
adore.
you can do that.
Or you can do both.
Mrs. Bitch.
Or you can do both. So one step, one moment, one breakfast, one precious moment at a time, Mama. You got this.